Here we go. Right, where's the... there's the Atoll Rock. Let's go over there. Oh shit. No! Fuck! Oh, you want to go into landing mode? Okay. Do we want to, like, try and land there? Yeah, this is going to take a bit of time. No, I don't think we can land on that, can we? Let's just land over here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, I guess I should probably get into my suit here. Right, so if we got O2 now, is O2 going to be a problem? It feels like quite heavy. There we go. We're out. Unidentified signal nearby. Just wanted to check this. See what's going on here. Oh dear, that was a weird jump there. So you kind of have to like prime the jumps. Esker's signal scope log. Day 48. Still not picking up Rybeck's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I can hear the music. Day 51. Listen to Chirp play for a while today. Unrelated. Someone should tell Porphy and Ghosten their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Day 55. Banjo music coming in loud and clear today. Sounds like Rybeck's doing okay. That oaf. I was worried. Day 63. Today I thought I heard something strange. I don't know. It was probably nothing. Day 70. Nope. It's back again today too. Something strange is coming from Timber Hearth. Day 76. Okay, I know this is crazy, but the sound from Timber Hearth sounds exactly like Feldspar's harmonica. Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be them. Day 88. It's still here. This is creepy. Maybe my signal scope is broken. I better talk to Niece. Does that mean that harmonica's in two places? Right, okay. Like so. Oh, okay. That works. I don't want to jump into space at the same time. Oh, here we go. Trees detected. So you get oxygen from trees. Who knew? Esker. Oh, hey, it's you. Ground control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. Don't the other travellers come by? The lunar outpost saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Chirk comes by to say hi, but Gabbro is Gabbro. You know how Rybeck feels about unnecessary spaceflight. Don't go. I mean, anything else you wanted to ask? They keep saying Gabbro is Gabbro. Is it gonna make sense as soon as I meet Gabbro? Right, seems lonely up here. A little. I'm in touch with ground control, Hornfels and Ghosten mostly, and they radio up to chat now and then. When ground control forgets I'm up here, and they usually do, I launch my little scout at the village. They forget about you? I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as the other travellers since I'm always in one place. And it's not so bad up here, really. At least it's peaceful and quiet. You don't always get that in our solar system. Let alone in our village. Was that you whistling? Probably. Or actually, definitely. The other travellers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with our signal scope, you know. Best spot for that is the North Pole. Great reception. The North Pole is marked in red on your mini-map, but the outer rock is a pretty small moon, really. Just go north, you can't miss it. What is this place? Haha, very funny. Oh, stars above. You're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to the lunar outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When we first started Outer Wilds, travellers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tended to fall apart a lot, like more than they do now. Using the outpost cut down on the number of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here raising saplings from Timber Hearth and keeping an eye on things. Talk to you later. There's another unidentified signal nearby. Is that basically just to tell me that there is something and like I haven't fully explored the planet, basically? From the sounds of things, Gabbro likes to exaggerate. It sounds to me like Gabbro's always drunk. Possibly. They really like their marshmallows, don't they? Crunchy. Oh shit. Right, so yeah, the gravity's different in different parts of the planet then. Is there anything at the South Pole? That's something. Oh, it's... Oh. Oh, okay. That's the same symbol I saw in that other place. So is it pointing to like a certain planet or something? Interesting. That's the same symbol, isn't it? Yeah. So what if I put it on this one? So it points to the sun. Okay. Right. I'm just I'm thinking out loud here, but so if that's their symbol for the sun, then maybe that's the symbol for their planet. And we've got to try and work something out. Like we're gonna be able to find their home planet, perhaps. As a result. Right, so that is... Which planet's that? That one. Wait, what is it locking onto there? Oh, is it just in general? That's the lock-on button. Right, okay. So we're gonna have to we have to keep a memory of this place. Ah, okay. Coleus. I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye's signal. The device indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. C. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments to try it again. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. It saddens me to posit this, my friends, but I believe we need to build a more sophisticated device if we want to find the exact location of the eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, Casanova. Sorry, don't lose hope, Cassava. I was going to say Casanova. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. Okay. Ship log updated. So that's is that the signal symbol for the eye of the universe then? Oh, hang on. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Pick up scroll. So you put it into that. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. Anona and those of us originally stranded on the Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. Southern Glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I can construct a new building to house this proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Connoy would enjoy that immensely. He's always held a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. I'll begin construction on Brittle Hollow's South Pole immediately then. Okay. And we got a recording. Okay, wow. Wow. I've seen this ruin in other travellers' pictures, but seeing it for myself, it's really old, isn't it? But wow, this is the coolest day of my life. Okay, time for some official notes. So this is some kind of Know My locator. It can point out the different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way. But from what little I can understand of the writing here, I think it was built to try to find something specific. I'm not sure. I also was able to translate something about the South Pole of Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there to see if I can learn more. Yep, just going to get back in the old ship and take off. Totally safe. Mostly safe. Oh, stars above. So I'm guessing we can find some more scrolls then. Can we remove... Okay, we can remove multiple scrolls. Maybe some of them only work in certain places. This game seems scary for some reason. I mean, space is scary, MASH. I think space is scary anyway. Oh dear. Can we go down here? I'm guessing so. Was ist das? Oh, refuel jetpack, okay. Chert's research notes. Property of Chert. This is an old crater. Neat thing here is that the composition of the samples I took from the impact site matches the composition of the ice on the outskirts of Dark Bramble. I'd posit the Attlerock was hit with a piece of the planet that used to be where Dark Bramble now lies. To follow up on maybe there are more fragments of the old planet Dark Bramble destroyed on other astral bodies in the solar system. Okay. I suppose it's kind of scary how like silent it is. Again, like space would be. Oh dear. Flying all over the place here. Ah! Ow. Got strong legs. It's about marshmallows, obviously, yeah. This game's about exploring a solar system and dying alone in space. That's not good. It's not a very big planet, is it? Well, it's a moon. Not a very big moon. What's that? I feel like a lot of this game is going to be, ooh, what's that? That's a crashed ship with very bad texturing. Oh, we got a flag. We saw a picture of that, didn't we? Alright, let's get back to the ship. Oh, you reckon it's a rover? Do you remember that when the NFL commissioned that sci-fi short story in which the main characters are ancient satellites? No? Fake the moon landing. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need some more practice flying here. Actually, let's let me unbuckle quickly. See what we've got here. So that gave us quite a few bits. Nomai device was created to pinpoint the sources of distant signals. Nomai were disappointed by their failure to detect a signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's south pole. Ryback headed to Brittle Hollow to investigate something that I want to keep wanting to say Naomi, like the Naomi Sega board. Something the Nomai were doing at the South Pole. Sorry. Esker is growing a crop of trees at their camp. They seem to be doing okay, but they've probably been alone on the moon for too long. Lookout platform with a spectacular view of the solar system. Esker uses their signal scope here to keep tabs on other travellers. Esker's signal scope log reports harmonica music coming from somewhere on Timber Hearth. They claim it sounds just like Feldspar's harmonica, but Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. I'm sure there was two signals for harmonicas there, wasn't there? Is this yeah, this is American hand egg though, right? Rather than football. I'll have to look at that. Right. Where should we go first? I'm thinking go to Brittle Hollow. Doesn't Brittle Hollow sound like a Kingdom Hearts planet? That's Hollow Bastion, right? Brittle Hollow, there you go. Hollow's Lantern. Oh yeah, look, we saw that earlier. I'll go and check that out later. See what's going on here. Oh, okay. Oh, engage autopilot. Oh, okay, sweet. I'm really good at landing. I swear. Can we actually see what's in the middle here? Oh, that seems like a black hole. I'm not sure if I want to go near that yet. Oh, that's the new platform, isn't it? Let's land it here. You get, yeah, it seems a little bit scary.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, that seems like it might be quite a perfect sound clip for this game. Yeah, so there's a lot of these symbols, isn't there? So there's one on our own planet. Why is that glowing? Nani?
Nani?
Feldspar's spare jetpack fuel. It's annoying to schlep across the planet to the ship if I can't use my jetpack, so I'm leaving this here. I checked with my little scout. I do too use it. Hornfels, you burnt marshmallow. And the scout's integrity reading said this piece of brittle hollow is as stable as any, but who knows? If the fuel's still around, feel free to use it. If not, well, wherever you're reading this, no, I'm sure you've got bigger problems. What is that noise? Don't like it. A hanging city 50 meters below. Right. It looks like we can go... Can we go down? Does that go down? Let's keep exploring this for a minute. Yeah, we do have a scout, yeah. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Oh, okay. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower. Although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. So you can actually remove the scrolls then. But you can't, like, take them anywhere, can you? We do have a scout, yeah. It's not called Stable Hollow, no. What is that? Lots of mysteries. Let's see where that little little hole takes us. Oh no, it's going up. Okay. So that's a way out of the city, I guess. Right, okay. You seem pretty hardy. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appears random. It seems to travel as it likes. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show its face. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. Hypothesis. There can exist too much lava. I strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Now we're getting loads of little logs here. Right, so lava bad, got it. Who could have known? What is that over there? Got to keep an eye on the O2. Yeah, so the black hole looks scary. Don't think I want to go anywhere near that yet. Yeah, the moon is flinging lava at us, yeah. The aliens all talk like scientists. So do like our guys though as well, the Harthians. Albeit like, you know, they're still new to the whole thing. Oh shit. What's that? Three minutes of oxygen remain. Trees. Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news. At least, sorry. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or escape pod 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other 2 escape pods' distress signals, however. If it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can... Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. The fuck was that? Is this the mystery moon? Oh, that's the bad shit, isn't it? What? What? This is mental. Wait, so we dead? And it's going to take us back to that statue. What? Wait, is this Majora's Mask? Alright. Hey, you ready to get this thing off the ground? Ship's all fueled and ready to go. Did I just die? Whoa, bad dream or something? You still look half asleep, but that's a negative on being deceased. I know it's tradition to sleep out under the stars the night before launch, but if you ask me, it's making you a bit jumpy. Fucking hell, that. Okay, not expecting this. Not expecting this at all. How's the ship looking? Great. Hey, you might get a kick out of this. I've repurposed the spare oxygen tank to be used as an extra combustion chamber. Is that safe? Probably. How safe would you say this thing is? Oh, it's a perfect 10, unless you're factoring in pilot error, in which case it's about a 4. No offence. That's fair. What's my mission once I'm in space? Hey, you're the pilot, you tell me. Aren't you pilot types all eager to get up there and explore for yourselves? Doesn't matter if you go to the moon or Brittle Hollow or just the other side of Timber Hearth. It's all the same to me. Get out there and have fun. Just don't hurt the ship, that's all I ask. Wonder if we should go and talk to someone about basically dying. Do I keep the rumours? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, I just wanted to see if we could talk to the dude at the laboratory again. See if we can get anything extra we can say. I should have read the rest of that message. I kind of want to go back and see what it says. Wow, that was very strange. Not what I was expecting. But I am intrigued. Very intrigued. There's quite minimal use of music, isn't there? I'm wondering if I should explore the rest of this planet before I leave it. Oh, there's 2 people here now. Hornfells. Hey, look at this. The statue opened its eyes. Bet you wish you'd seen this happen, huh? Me too. I'm not even a little closer to understanding what's going on with this statue. Is it something you needed? Okay. Yeah, it's just all the same, isn't it? Yeah, I guess it's just... I think it's just when you find out certain things. Welcome to Majora's Mist. Just so you guys know, Majora's Mask is one of those games I haven't played, but I know that the basic gist of the game is kind of doing a little bit each time and then resetting everything, isn't it? Oh, hold up! You're gonna want to get the launch codes from the observatory first. How did I get back here? Didn't I already lift off? Trust me, with the modifications I made to those rockets, there's no way I would have missed that. I won't ask how you got the launch codes, but since you have them, get a move on. I want to see whether the new cockpit stays attached during liftoff. I played a bit of Riven when I was younger, but if I'm all truth being told, I did use a guide. because I was a stupid child. Oh, hang on. Gear options? Oh. I don't need it on yet, do I? Right, let's see if we've kept all of our rumours. Yes, we did. Fuck me, this looks like it's going to be a big old map. Alright, so we got... The Nomai on Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. North Pole Brittle Hollow is covered in snow and ice. There is a uniquely shaped Nomai ruin on the surface. Nomai were able to warp here from the White Hole Station. This is where they first recreated warp technology. What is that, sorry? White Hole Station. There's a White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Several Nomai returned to the station to investigate on an equipment reading that appeared to violate causality. We've got Escape Pod 1. One of the 3 Nomai escape pods that crashed in our solar system. There's more to explore here. Yes, there is. Oh, this is interesting. Super interesting. This conspiracy map is turning me on in all sorts of ways. You keep that to yourself, young Reese. Alright, so we've got a big old geyser here. You can do a free look. Oh, okay. Hello? Perfect landing. Yeah, I'm already landed, thanks. What we got here? Mining site 2B. Need we say more? Alright, so we only got 1 orb. Guess we need 2 to open that. Might want my suit. Thanks, man. That is a good point. Got to make sure I keep doing that. Is there anything down there? I'm not sure how I'm going to get back up. Oh, so when you go underwater, that's using your oxygen. Got it. Oh, bollocks. Didn't jump properly. Is this the... They were talking about a big tree, weren't they, earlier? Oh, really? That sucks. That's like, oh, what was it? Was it Resi 3? Like, sorry, Resi 2 spoiling stuff about Mr. X? Like, first time he, like, turns up and shit like that. Oh, ghost matter equipped nearby. Alright, so it's here. Okay. It's good that it tells you it's there. Is that more? I think it's, yeah, it's there. Alright, so just look out for ice crystals for the most part. Feels like there should be stuff down here. I wonder if there's anything under the waterfall. That's usually a good place to look. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's keep going along. Try and get up that bridge that we were going across. Hang on. Shit. Can I just climb up these little rocks? Yeah, should be able to. I think I need to get used to like how high I can jump. And like checking out the gravity as well. Have a jump booster. Oh, is it that? Oh, there you go. Oh, so you use the, yeah, you use the jet first and then press jump. Like that. Oh, that's what that other little bar is. Okay. Cool. Thanks, dude. They didn't teach me that, did they? Oh, yeah, this was the thing we saw. There's another one of these. Doesn't appear to be anything I can interact with yet. Wait, what? Mash? Should you get Temtem? What's Temtem? Oh, fuck. I'm dead. Wow, that was very sudden. Oh, it's that Pokemon-like MMO. Oh, okay. Right, so the general gist of this game seems to be that I can't die, but whatever I learn will carry across into my following life. Ghost matter kills you quickly. I've discovered that. The thing is, what is that? Wasn't that the thing that killed us the first time? It came from that, whatever that is. Right, let's see. Yeah, so I didn't learn anything new that time. Was there anything else around here that I can look at? That looks like something. I keep pressing X. I keep thinking that's gonna get me out. Oh, my bad. That is a big old cave. This game creeps the hell out of me. Is it because it's quiet? So that's not necessarily like creeping me out, but it's a bit, it's quite odd to have a game where it's this quiet now. Oh. What's this? Chirp's research notes, property of chirp. I've detected a strange signal coming from somewhere within the grove in this sector. It's very similar to the signal emitted by the quantum moon, so it stands to reason the two signals are probably related. I don't know much about the quantum moon, seeing as no one's ever been able to land on it, but hopefully studying the signal in the grove will reveal more about it. Okay. Was it this grove? Or was it in the cave there? Let me go in the cave first. It's quiet, it makes you feel very small and fragile. I feel like that's probably a good way of dealing with how space would actually be, though, isn't it? So I said, oh god, because that thing with the spinning discs reminds me of SCP-90, i.e. the Rubik Cube of Death. Oh, really, Adam? Interesting. Oh, it takes me to the same place. I guess it depends on, you know, person to person. Wait, hang on. Wasn't there a sign there a second ago? Or did I just imagine that? Oh shit, it's one of those rocks again. The quiet shade is always dark in the ancient glade across old bark. Look, there's a rock that's like, yeah, look. Oh my, everything's changing. Whoa. Can I actually go down into that? Ow. My knees! I think I took quite a lot of damage there. Oh shit, this rock is scaring the fuck out of me. Oh, okay. Alright, so if I see unidentified signal, always put all that out. That's not scary at all. Signal identified Grove Shard. Frequency discovered quantum fluctuations. Okay. So we've got another one over here somewhere. That's not good. I'm just not able to go down into that. Oh, I can. Oh shit, I'm underwater. Who would have thought, being underwater? Oh my god, I might die here. Where does this take me? Ah, interesting. After close observation, mining site 2A wouldn't be safe for the native life dwelling in some of this cave's pools, so unfortunately we'll have to mine one of the other sites. There are a few other cave sites that look promising. What about site 2B, which says similar formations and strata? This sounds promising. Will you and your mentor investigate? If mining site 2B proves safe for this native species, we'll move our work there. Site 2B is safe. Collier says we'll continue to monitor our activity and its effect on life here. On the opposite hand, new life. This species is semi-aquatic and very hardy. The ecosystem here is quite robust, so I believe they'll thrive in the long run. Be cautious near the pools if you visit 2A to meet them. They remind me of a subterranean species that my mentor, Melore, once told me about, from when our clan used to travel across this universe. I imagine she would have enjoyed these life forms greatly. I was watching them once during a rest, and the hours escaped from me. They're fascinating. I wonder what their fourth eye does. So these guys were investigating this then. From when we were pond life. Oh, is that anything? No. Right, where's this go? It's like a little base. Maybe this didn't used to be underwater. Some sardines. Some used jetpack fuel. Sorry, Reese, I'll read that in just a sec. So we can keep going that way. I think I'm going to keep going in deeper here. Oh shit. No. Keep going. This is interesting. Have we already been here before? Can't tell. Oh, actually, no, we have. I can see on the map there. It's sort of. We've already been there. So there's only one exit, isn't there? Where's this come out? Oh, okay. Right, let's see. So it's a Rubik's Cube with 10,000 squares on each side, and it changes alignment every 2 to 3 seconds. Cubes are normally separated by thin white lines unless they happen to align right, in which case a disaster will undoubtedly follow afterwards, in severity proportional to the number of squares in the pattern. So if there's... Well, so if like the entire side was lined up, then it would be like the end of the universe. It's like if aliens came and looked at us when we were apes. Yeah. Or even, it seems even less than that, perhaps. Just want to go back down into that system again. See where the other place takes us. Just down here. This is really interesting. I suppose if the entire thing lined up, then it would cause an unparalleled disaster. Come on. Shoot me upwards, please. Thank you. Oh, right, okay. In that case, I'll go back down. Ouch. We'll go back in our ship. Kids are probably like, where the hell did you come from? I imagine this would make quite a good VR game, don't you think? Yeah, we'll just go back here so I can be closer to the ship. For reference, 6 segments aligned corresponded to a tsunami in the Indian Ocean. 6 out of 10,000 did that. That's fine. I'll just do this. Should be able to get over there quick enough. Shit! Ow. Right, so we've got strange rock shard in this grove that moves when I'm not watching. It emits a signal on the quantum fluctuations frequency. We got the Nomai mines. Nomai explored a species of 4-eyed semi-aquatic life forms in the waterways near the mine. I wonder who that could be. Oh, there's a med kit on my ship. Thank you very much. Right, let's get in here, shall we? Oh god, no! People get super motion sick. You're not wrong. Right, let's go back here. See if I can go back to that place where I was reading the note. Finish reading the note off. Reminds you of Duskers. I've not heard of that. What's that about, Reese? Oh, hang on. Hey, what's going on? Whoops. That's where I want to go. Like a glove. Is this going to happen again? Let's just keep going. See if I can read it all. Continue calling my gratitude if you can. That's moon is approaching. Everyone brace yourself swiftly. Volcanic moons approach. Cautious of falling ash and debris. Believe the moon is past. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. We observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Right, so we've got escape pod 1. Distress signal. Oh, hang on a sec. It seems like quite a non-linear game. Like you could discover things in a lot of different different orders. Launching escape pod 3, launching escape pod 2, now launching escape pod 1. Alert, collision imminent, preparing for impact. Scanning scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict hospitable. Doesn't seem like it. Should have read it from the top, shouldn't I? Alright, so roguelike, where you control robots to enter ships to salvage scrap, fuel and data. You try to work out why everyone has disappeared by gathering evidence, and you develop several theories of how it could have happened. Like, it could have been a singularity, or it could have been a deadly virus, etc. I wonder if it's you know what? It kind of reminds me of Subterranean. Is it? Wait, is it Subterranean? You know the one I mean. It's incredibly non-linear, yeah. Oh. Okay. Alright. Probably should have read what the thing was going to say, but... Uh-oh. Bad times. Keep going. Woo! A Subnautica, that's what I mean, sorry, yeah. Just throw yourself into the black hole, what's the worst that could happen? I get the feeling that eventually I'm going to have to go to the black hole. Ooh, we've discovered a city. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. Temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Alright, so we got down here. Wow. This looks pretty rad. Loads of different little places to go. Given concerns about our settlement's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pods so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the Eye's signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. So those, yeah, those are the ones that we could use to kind of like invert gravity, couldn't we? Yeah, so I should be able to walk along there. Let's go and check down here first before we do anything like that, though. Do you get the feeling that things are a lot brighter on your end than ours? Yeah, turn off your bedroom light. Yeah, I've noticed that, Dream. You know, one thing I have noticed actually is if you have the game on like I ran something on 720p. If you shift it down to 480p, it seems a lot darker for some reason. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the centre, much like a pupil. I suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. Ah, okay. So it's No Man's Sky, but actually interesting. To be fair, I haven't played No Man's Sky since they changed the story or added to it. So can if I take a snapshot? No, okay. It's just to tell me there's something down there, I guess. We're exploring a weird planet, yeah. It's weird Twitch encoding stuff, yeah. I don't know why it gets why it is like much darker when you run it at a lower resolution. It's kind of strange. Should I jump across here? Oh, yeah, I want to go there anyway, don't I? Let's follow it all the way around naturally. Oh shit, oxygen. Okay, forgot about that. Might have to die and come back here. Unless I can find some. Stop rushing me, game. Oh no, I just fell down there, didn't I? Just want to make sure, yeah. I was going to say, I don't want to miss any of these buildings. Oh, sweet! Trees! The best! We can hear the other escape pod's distress signals, which gives me hope. Foley, are you still here? I'm unsure how to survive in this place without you. I'm unsure how to be me without you. Oh. I've noticed that there's a lot more meteors falling. I wonder if that means the planet is trying to kill me. Okay. Is that the Bramble planet? Can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in that place? We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. I suppose it wasn't the problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Anona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. Talking about the ship like it's alive. This is a very, very interesting game. No, I think, Marcelo, I think it's alright at HD resolutions. I think it's when you get to sub HD it goes darker for some reason. Yeah, I think switching from partial to full color space can change things too. I can if you guys want, I can turn the gamma up a little bit. Let's turn it up a tiny bit. See if it's all right. Is that better for you? I don't want to make it like too blown out though. Like that seems a bit too bright now. But maybe if I put it on 2, what? Would that be better for you? I'll leave it on this one for a minute and see what you think. See, the pain of your absence is sharp and haunting, and I would give anything not to know it. Anything but never knowing you at all, which would be worse. I can only hope that you are safe, Keek, wherever you are. Oh, this is sad. That's where I could fly off to, wasn't it? Jump back over there. Take a nice look out into the solar system. I mean, it's a really nice looking game, isn't it? Okay, I'll put it back to 0. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Probably should have appreciated that moment a little bit more. What? Oh shit! Is that thing hit again? Am I just about to lose my progress? I think I am, aren't I? Yeah. Right, okay. So it seems like I've got a time limit for being on that planet. Either that, or when I discover something significant, it then wants to get rid of me.